Hi guys, today we're doing a very special Bitcoin DeFi video, the one where we're going to be talking about all the airdrop claims that are upcoming, an incredible new opportunity called Fractal Bitcoin, as well as a quick summary of everything that's been happening over the last year, how much money there was to be made in the airdrops on Bitcoin ecosystem, as well as what you can do today to best position yourself for an incredible next half a year to 1 year in Bitcoin ecosystem. Let's get started. But first, let's get the non-Bitcoin news out of the way. So Avail token is performing really well since its launch. It's up almost 50% today. So I really hope that you have not sold all your bags. So it's very optimistic to think it's going to do a next T-up, but currently at 0.15 cents yesterday, it was very undervalued. So we will see what the price action brings. Next, we have updates from Gummy token. If you have been farming the banter bubbles, you can finally claim your Gummy allocations on soulstorm.com. So just connect the Solana wallet address that you have been using to farm it. Of course, currently the prices and the amount of tokens that we're getting are very underwhelming. But again, the token price has been tanking really badly for the last couple of weeks. But it was very optimistic to expect a couple $100 just like from season 1. Anyway, free money is great, and let's move on to the next update, which is from Elixir. Elixir is apparently doing some kind of partnership with someone, and marketing video, it really looks like Ethena branding, and if that's true, that would be so incredibly amazing, because Ethena is awesome, and Elixir is one of the better things out there as well. Between them, it would be great, but the first comment is Arbitrum, so I don't know, maybe it's going to be something with Arbitrum. We will see. Anyway, July 31st, something is happening with Elixir. And finally, some quick bridge updates. If you're farming the bridge and you are still participating in their seasons, the snapshot for season 1 has been taken on July 23rd, 9 p.m. And the season 2 is already live. And finally, if you are using Jumper and you're farming Wormhole season 2, you have now they have integrated Mayan Finance with Jumper. And this is such incredible news because Jumper is already a best DEX aggregator out there and bridge aggregator out there, and Mayan Finance is the best way to get your funds in and out of Solana by farming both Mayan Finance airdrop, Wormhole season 2, and now you can add another airdrop Lego with Jumper Exchange. So instead of doing a 2-in-1, you're doing 3-in-1. So if you're moving your funds in and out of Solana, I highly recommend integrating with Jumper and just using Mayan Finance through Jumper. All right, let's go really quickly through the timeline of everything that's been happening over the last year and all the crazy gains that we've experienced over the last year. First, when this whole revolution started, it was late January 2023, when ordinals first became a thing, when people first realized that they could inscribe stuff directly on the Bitcoin blockchain, when people first realized, wait a second, NFTs on Ethereum are just a link to an IPFS on a centralized server. That's not real art. That sucks. NFTs on Bitcoin are the next best thing. Okay, jokes aside, a couple months went by and people were kind of fading this for the most part. But then, through February, March, and April, people who have made a single freaking transaction on Ordinal's wallet, which was the dominating wallet at the time, they have received a Pixel Pepe worth 0.42 Bitcoin, which was at a time worth about 15K. If you manage to sell at peak, which rarely people do, but imagine one transaction in Ordinal's wallet, $15,000. This was the moment when I said to myself, wait a second, hold up. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop freaking fading this ecosystem. So in mid-May, we started paying attention to this in our Discord. We really started to have a huge impact on this whole ecosystem. This is when the BRC20 standard was actually born. This is when everybody started developing on Bitcoin. This is when Unisat actually started picking up serious steam. They launched their first initial marketplace where you could actually swap tokens. And this was the moment where Alex Labs was introducing their order book. And it was, I remember, May 15th, when Drake Digital, another awesome Bitcoin YouTuber, well, he's doing all other kinds of stuff, but at the time he was really focused on Bitcoin. And I remember his video where he talked about Alex Labs airdrop. And this was so crazy because in our Discord, I posted a video saying, guys, we have to get on this. We need to do this. And then life happened. I faded it. And 6 hours before the end of the deadline on May 17th. One of the guys in our Discord, my God, thank you so much for doing that. But you gave us a step-by-step tutorial how to actually get this done. And I did the steps. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning when I finally finished it. And the next day I wake up to $2,000 in my wallet and another 1,500 in memes, which unfortunately I didn't sell in time, but still around 3K from a couple hours of work. Actually crazy. And we're only in May of 2023, guys. We're only in May. All right, so then summer happened. Really, nothing much was happening in the summer, as you can see in this simple graphic. Usually, summer months are kind of chill. You can see here that the ordinal started late January, then early May you have BRC20s. Summer months were chill, but there was one great thing called bitmaps, and you could mint a bitmap, also sats and ORDI, were so cheap. Minting a bitmap in summer 2023 cost like $1, and this was the first time I got a 300x in crypto because the floor went to like $300 at one point. So this was incredible. Then we're moving on to the fall of 2023, where you could make some serious gains with just sats and ORDI. You could even buy them on secondary. You didn't have to just mint them. Of course, best returns were when you actually minted these directly on Unisat wallet, but you could still make seriously nice gains with just buying them and holding back then. And then again, a little bit of a some chill months, not much was happening. Floors were dropping, like bitmaps went from 300 to like $100, $150. There was 50 to 75% drop in ORDI and sats as well. But there was a little more development on Bitcoin layer 2s. We started receiving some airdrops from Merlin. Merlin chain was kind of underwhelming, but it still gave some utility to your Bitcoin assets other than just them rotting away in your wallet. So not the worst thing to have happen. And then the fun started again with pre-halving mania, with all the runes hype, and we were thinking, oh my God, runes is going to be the next best thing that happened to Bitcoin. Of course not. Who's going to buy a meme coin with no utility? So it's a topic for another thing. But very important thing, that we got a runestone airdrop for everybody who has had at least 3 NFTs on Bitcoin. You have received a runestone, which was valued between 2 to 5K, depending at the moment that you sold. Also, owning the runestone gave you a dog go to the moon meme coin. This was one of the first rune inscriptions on Bitcoin, actually. And they were also valued around 2 to 5K, depending when you sold. So absolutely crazy. And now we're in this era, which is post-halving, and now we are in something called the MT Royals era, perhaps, and we're very looking forward to what Fractal Bitcoin is going to bring. And this is the state we're in. And let's not forget the last airdrop in Bitcoin was the pizza airdrop, which gave you about $600, $700 worth of tokens at a time for simply pressing one click of a button by being active in Unisat ecosystem. Actually crazy. So yeah, that's a quick recap for the last year. And if you're still not convinced, just please take a look at these numbers and compare that about 50 to 100 hours made you roughly 5 to 10K if we're being conservative. All of these numbers are if you sold at an all-time high. So if you sold at an all-time high, all of this combines to maybe $50,000 to $80,000. But let's just say conservatively 5 to 10K. If you made just 5 to 10K from about $50 to $100 to 50 to 100 hours invested, that's a freaking insane deal. And this is the best long elevator pitch of why Bitcoin ecosystem is something that you cannot fade. The money is to be made, and all it takes is a little bit of effort to go into a new ecosystem and discover it. And don't forget, all of these things that I talked about here, this is based on only using one wallet to farm Bitcoin ecosystem. Of course, if you're doing airdrops, you don't want to be doing only one wallet. You want to be doing at least 2, 3, 4, maybe even more if you can manage it. So you might be wondering, okay, Boris, but if this is also great, why isn't everyone doing this? Because first of all, fees on Bitcoin are even higher than on Ethereum. Sometimes you're paying between $6 to $100 for a transaction. On a good day, you'll be paying between $2 to $6. And on a really high explosive, maybe mint day, you're going to be paying between $20 to maybe even $200 in extreme situations. So this is the primary deterrent that makes people not go on Bitcoin. And secondary, people are just lazy, man. Like, nobody wants to go away from EVM chains. Nobody wants to go away from their precious MetaMasks or maybe Rabbi wallets. Like, everybody wants to stick to the familiar, even though the upside in the unfamiliar, unexplored is quadrillion times more, which I really, really hope that I've explained across this quick spreadsheet video, right? So what can you do now? What is the best step that you can do to actually start getting involved with Bitcoin ecosystem? We're going to do a complete step-by-step guide in the next couple of weeks or maybe days. But most importantly, get a wallet, fund it with some Bitcoin, and just start exploring. Start exploring the dApps, buy some NFTs on maybe Magic Eden, because Magic Eden is also on Bitcoin ecosystem, or you can just explore. Okay, that's all you have to do. It's really hard to do it on your own. Again, this is why we've created a community where you can talk about these things. We don't only talk about Bitcoin, but the BRC20 Bitcoin ecosystem, this one has made me more money than all the other channels combined. So this is another option. If you're serious about crypto, check out our Discord. Of course, you have the subscriptions. We will always have this in the first link of the description of the video to check it out. But yeah, just explore, fund your wallet, create your wallet, explore, do some transactions, and most importantly, keep up to date with people who are in this. You need to join some communities that understand Bitcoin and that can help you on your journey. Now, the other thing that you can do to get involved with Bitcoin is simply the most straightforward, most simple thing that you can do is just buy stacks. It's a Bitcoin layer 2 and just deposit it into Stacking DAO. Stacking DAO is basically what it says. It's a Bitcoin layer 2 staking protocol that lets you get a very nice yield on your stacks. But again, stacks is one of those things that we expect to appreciate in value as being the first Bitcoin layer 2. So this is one simplest way to get exposure to Bitcoin. Now let's go really quick about apparently the biggest airdrop in Bitcoin history. $11 million worth of value is being distributed to Liquidium users and some of the Ordinals communities. More details will be, of course, in this Twitter post, but in short, if you've been using Liquidium and you have accumulated any amount of points over there, you're going to be getting a minimum of 200 tokens, as well as a certain amount of airdrop is reserved for holders of certain NFTs on Bitcoin, more specifically Pizza, Ninja, Ordinals, Maxi, Node Monkeys, and Quantum Cats. So this is incredibly amazing news for everyone who's been farming this for a couple of months or weeks. And maybe even more important update is with Fractal Bitcoin. Fractal Bitcoin is trying to bring the Ethereum finality and gas costs to Bitcoin blockchain, and it is absolutely insane, incredibly ambitious, and very, very lofty goal, but it is being delivered by the guys who have brought you Uniset. So this is built by Uniset team, and if anybody can deliver something so revolutionary, I would bet my chances on them. Currently, the Fractal Bitcoin is in closed testnet. Currently, it's in final stages of refinement, so only developers are finalizing and fine-tuning everything. And in the next couple of weeks, hopefully around early August, we will be able to actually participate in this testnet. And this is the one that I am absolutely, definitely going to take part of, because what they're delivering, what they're promising, looks very good. And that's Bitcoin DeFi, guys. Like, it is my honest, heartfelt wish for everyone watching that this gets you moving, that gets you started, that gets you inquisitive enough to explore this exciting ecosystem. And the only reason it's so exciting is because it's so profitable, let's be real. So yeah, this is it. This is Bitcoin in a nutshell. If you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe. You know the drill. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. Also, guys, share your wins in the comments below. I don't want to be the sole person talking about this, because I know that there's a lot of us who have been making serious buck in this ecosystem. So don't be a stranger. Share it in the comments. Let me know in the Discord. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have an amazing day, and let's go get it.